Hey everybody, welcome to Noir Bar. Come on in, grab a seat. We're finally up and going. Unfortunately, there was supposed to be an angry old lady drinking gin at the end of the bar telling us why and how we suck. Her name's Prospero. Unfortunately, she's apple screwing her over.
That's so mean.
Well, no, that's the role I wanted her to. Every bar needs an angry lady drinking gin at the end of the bar telling everyone how and why they suck. I think that's actually a mainstay. It's
oh my god.
And Prospero was supposed to fill that role.
So you're trying to compliment her in the worst way ever.
Well,
Got it.
I'm the surly bartender. It's fine. Oh yes, and I thought the very first thing that Prospero was going to be judging us on was the Judy Garland, and we won't get to hear her judgments.
But the Judy, how could you judge the Judy Garland though?
The Judy Garland is awesome.
Also, chat doesn't seem to be working.
Oh yeah, I forgot to shit. Worst streamer ever. I forgot to put the I forgot to load the live chat. Well, while I'm doing that, chat, we've got all sorts of... What's that? Yeah, I know. We got all sorts of fun stuff. Tonight, we got stories about influencers that got themselves killed by trying to get their butts big. We've got a list of some...
I didn't sign up for this. What the fuck?
Well, hold on. There's festive stuff in there too. We've also got stories, a list of celebrities and famous people that died from trying to engage in autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah, yeah, that is the most festive thing ever, dude. What the fuck?
I didn't say that was festive. I said we had some festive stuff. That doesn't mean it was next.
Well, no. No. The way you phrase that made that sound like that's the festive thing.
No. You assumed.
It absolutely did.
No, you assumed. We got a story about a poor guy who was trapped in his car for hours and hours after snowplows buried him.
Oh, Jesus.
Poor bastard.
Better and better.
Yeah. I've got a gripe about McRibs because once again people are talking about how gross McRibs are and they need to get fucked. So I've got some venting to do on that. Oh yeah, the owl killer from Colombia that was shot dead. We got a story on that.
Oh, I did see that one actually.
Yeah.
I actually have seen that, but yeah.
So,
yeah, what the fuck?
So we'll be trading our random opinions on that one. And the it is not gay, Prospero. It is fine. It is excellent. That is peak pun right there. I mean,
yeah, what the hell? Like, no, the Judy Garland is fantastic, and it is a mainstay in this bar. Fuck you. I said so.
This is the second year annually. It's an ongoing tradition. And, I forgot to mention.
Exactly. I would have a Judy Garland in my house if I could.
We also have the poinsettia, which is very festive, although unknown to Australians, apparently.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking know of it. But I don't speak for all of Australia. I am isolated over here. Remember, we don't have Starbucks. Just remember that.
You don't?
Not in Western Australia, no.
Well, I mean, that's
they
actually...
They have it on the East Coast, but not over here.
That's actually not the worst thing. I'm not really bothered by the fact you don't have Starbucks. It's just odd because you can't, swing a dead cat without hitting a Starbucks where I live. It's pretty awful. Chat load, damn it.
I know. Yeah, I know. Like, everywhere else I have traveled. Everywhere else I've traveled, it's like, yeah, it's that to a T, where it's like, oh, look, there's a Starbucks, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. Over here, you just don't see them.
And
they just don't really exist.
Come on. There. Okay. 6-7 minutes into the stream, and we're good to go.
Hell yeah.
So then, to round it up, we also have a Christmas trivia. Bar's answers to all of the questions will be, I don't know. And,
yeah.
That's why I wanted Prospero here, because it's actually a tough trivia challenge, and I wanted to... Prospero's a pretty sharp... one of the sharper knives in the drawer. And so I wanted to see if I could stump her on some of this stuff. I thought that would be fun, but it's okay. It's fine. And then we have a game based around WikiHow pictures delivered by Far. So, good times.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you, Platty, for helping me with the answers again.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Platty.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be really either really funny or really fucked up. There is no in between. And
Prospero thinks that Starbucks is pretty good. Okay, well, maybe it's not the worst thing if she's not here then. I'm kidding.
I kind of like Starbucks too.
I'm kidding.
Like the times I've had it.
It's not that Starbucks is
you
bad exactly. It's just that you can make a French press coffee at your house that is as good or better for like literally 1/20th the cost. It's just radically overpriced. That's my problem with Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, welcome everyone who's here. Yellow Devil and Upside Down Harley, and it's you. And Ex-Bubba Hotep's here. How's it going? And Cynic's here, of course. Going. And Bearcock's here. Super cool. Aloysius is here. Sona Lua, Jim B. Scrolling. Raymond Lewis is here. Yay. Prospero's here, if only in spirit. Gilcato's here, and actually got a YouTube alert that worked. Awesome. Always happy to have Gilcato here. Be junkie. Oh, and ham and beans and Evolved Potato. Awesome. It wouldn't be a bar if Evolved Potato wasn't here. Starbucks is Satan. Oh, I meant that having no Starbucks is good. Oh, well. I can't be responsible for your poor grammar, your ambiguous wording. See, if Prospero was here on the mic, she could engage in some witty repartee and tell me to go fuck myself and stuff like that. I just feel mean saying harsh things to Prospero when she can't respond verbally. and that's sad. I don't want to feel mean. I want to feel witty, and Prospero's screwing with my vibe here.
You want to feel vindicated?
Well, no, I mean, part of witty repartee is being mildly harsh, and then the other person is mildly harsh in return, and then everybody understands that you're trading barbs. When one person is trading barbs, well, it's not trading barbs at all. It's just one person being a prick. And the other person,
Yeah. You bullying chat, right?
Exactly. That's all it turns into, is me fucking with chat, and nobody wants that. What the hell's going on?
Okay. Welcome to the Festa stream where we bully chat.
Let me see. How do I increase?
It's not a true Christmas if you're not bullying someone.
Well, I did come across a whole bunch of people who told the same old story. Ebony Williams is here. Hey, Ebony. How's it going?
Hey.
She doesn't come around so much anymore. So it's a festive event when she does. What better time than Christmas? And screw Inquisitor. I mean, the guy's my good friend. I love him to death. But like, he's got this weird vibe when it comes to Christmas that like, the only time you can say Merry Christmas to somebody is on December 25th, which is and it's like you don't believe in the Christmas season, right? And he doesn't. Yeah.
Why, dude? What the hell?
Yeah.
Are you
Scrooge? Yes.
Are you all right, dude?
No, he's just very.
Are you okay?
No.
Did he suffer some kind of trauma as a child?
Yeah, screw quiz. Well, no. let's not go that far. Screw his Christmassy miserliness. I started drinking. Shut up. What's your point?
I didn't say anything, dude.
Buffalo Trace bourbon was on sale, and I partook of the sale. Okay.
I wasn't asking or judging.
Did you?
As long as you're happy.
Did you hear my idea of the stream I wanted to do with Badger Man?
No.
It's an ongoing stream where Badger and I, he's from Germany. He's a German man, right? Das Deutschlander.
Yeah.
Right. And we will get together every time Weibo Jones streams. We will snipe her stream and just roast her the whole time.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to call the stream Roast Otter Schnitzel.
Roast otter. Wow. So, okay.
I think this is a fantastic idea.
I feel so bad for Weibo.
Well, see, Weibo, she's starting to game stream. And I'm not saying we're going to do it on everything. No, we'll just do it for her gaming streams. Like, this is the worst. This is the worst e-thought stream I've ever seen. Where's the cleavage, etc., you know? And yeah, roast otter schnitzel. Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Yeah. Well, it's not the easiest word to say. It's just... It's even gayer than
Garland isn't gay, Prospero. What the fuck?
Judy Garland is a hero of the LGBT community, and nobody understands why. Judy Garland herself is not remotely gay. It's...
Yeah, what? How is she? What?
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's true. She's an icon of the gay community, Judy Garland.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
She's the star of the original Hollywood musical? That was my reaching guess. I don't know.
Okay. Like, what? She killed herself? Like, what? What? Alright. Alright, odd choice.
What?
No, just like what? Because she did kill herself, so it's like...
Judy Garland killed
odd
herself?
Choice? Yeah?
Why would you tell me that at Christmas? I didn't even know that. Well, that's so...
But you didn't know that?
No, that is so depressing. Why did Judy Garland kill herself? That's so sad.
Because it was Hollywood, like... Dude, they weren't exactly the greatest back then.
Oh my god, what a...
Like, she was not exactly treated well.
What a letdown. What a... Fuck, Far. Is it because she killed herself?
Sorry.
She's a hero of the LGBT community? Connect those thoughts for me.
Well, I don't fucking know. It's like, why is Judy Garland a hero of the LGBT community? I don't fucking know.
It's
a really bizarre choice.
okay, so hold on. Prospero says she died of an overdose. She was in arrears on bills and was in all kinds of a mess. Okay,
Yeah.
so it might have been an accidental overdose. Did she leave a note?
It might have been, but like, I don't really remember.
I mean, wouldn't that be a little bit like saying Heath Ledger committed suicide? I mean, technically, I guess, but no, it was an accidental mixture
Fair
of
enough.
drugs in an unfortunate way. You know, yeah. See, I'm with Ebony Williams on this. Thanks for that. Oh my god.
I just ruined so many people's Christmas. Okay, then.
Well, we have this tragic figure hanging over chat now. This is I am choosing to believe it was a tragic accident.
That's fine.
She was a pretty hopeless addict and alcoholic. Well, yeah, but who of us isn't? You know, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
In any case, Far as lost.
Judy Garland is fine. Like, she lives on in our heart. She lives on in the Garland. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. She lives on in our hearts. That was such a sad attempt to make it better.
And in the Garland.
Yeah. Oh, you got a gunshot wound? Here, let me kiss and make it better. That was an awful attempt. Okay, look, let's just let's move on. Let's move on. Hold on, let me find a festive story here. I gotta have at least one. Let me see. PornHub moderators' excuses to keep videos online. That's no. Owl killer, no. Here. This isn't festive, but it's a story about a win. So let's go with that. Fuck's sake.
Okay, so it's you're gonna. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to bring it down. That's the thing. It was just like supposed to be a one-line thing, and then
I thought everyone knew this tragic.
It turned into a train wreck. It turned into a fucking train wreck where apparently I ruined fucking Christmas. It's like,
All right. Man wins lawsuit against parents who tossed $25,000 trove of porn.
What?
Yes. Look, butts.
What?
A hot and bothered Michigan man won a lawsuit against his parents for throwing out his pricey collection of porn and sex toys.
What? So it's not just porn, it's the sex toys too. Okay, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Excuse me. David Working, 42, sued his mom and dad, Beth and Paul, for tossing the steamy stash, which he claims was worth $25,000, while he was living with them in Grand Haven in 2016. The couple must now fork over a yet-to-be-determined amount of dough to replace the rare trove of pornography and, quote, array of sex toys. Was decided by District Judge Paul Maloney on... Maloney? Yeah, Maloney. On December 10th.
Maloney?
Yeah. The judge shot down the couple's claim that they warned their son not to bring porno mags or movies into their home when he moved in due to a divorce in late 2016.
Oh, dude, that just sounds so pathetic. Oh. I'm sorry, but it's like...
Get out of my face.
That line just like, yeah, when he moved in after a divorce, like, yeah, don't bring in porn or sex toys. Like, all of this just sounds really fucking pathetic.
Well, was the divorce because of all the porn, maybe?
Maybe, but like, if that is so, that's extra pathetic.
Yeah. Let's find out. Quote.
Like, on both parts.
This defense fails on both facts and the law, Maloney wrote in the judgment. Plaintiff is entitled to a summary judgment. The smut-centric spat first flared up in 2017 after Working left his parents' pad and moved to Indiana. When he asked them to send his belongings, he noticed dozens of boxes of his kinky collection were missing, and his parents later admitted to scrapping it. Quote, frankly, David, I did you a big favor by getting rid of all this stuff, his dad said in an email. Working fired back. You don't have to take someone else's stuff, and I would like it back, along with the sex toys and one long container of smutty magazines. Imagine writing that to your parents? Jesus.
Yeah, like, what a time we live in. Like, this is like, we live in a time where, like, this is like, for some people, this is just the norm. What the fuck?
I don't know if I'd go and call it the norm. I think it's a matter of simply they destroyed his property. No,
but I mean, like, that time, like, yeah, but it's like, still, I mean, like, you don't think, when I say the norm, I mean, like, they don't even think twice about typing out, like, this kind of thing, like this kind of argument.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, like, it's straight up like, you threw out my sex toys, now you're getting sued.
Yeah, I mean, here's what it came down to for the judge, and this kind of makes it sound pretty open and closed, right? In this case, there's no question that the destroyed property was David's property. The defendants repeatedly admitted they destroyed the property, and they did not dispute that they destroyed the property. I mean,
yeah, I mean, obviously the parents are in the wrong, but it's just...
Well, imagine
I don't know, this whole thing is just really pathetic sounding in a weird ass way.
Well, imagine if your parents destroyed all that deviant fucking anime that you own and all of that, you know.
You know the funny thing? They display all the figurines in the lounge room. Like, I have no part of that, and most of that isn't even mine. That's my sister's. Well,
I'm just saying, imagine if they didn't put it on display and they recognized anime for the degeneracy that it is and threw out all your anime stuff and all your mangas and everything. I mean, wouldn't you be mad?
Yeah, they really probably should be. I mean, if it was my shit, yeah, but again, majority of that is not mine.
I'm saying you know, you can avoid the question all you want. You'd be mad is the point.
No, I would be mad.
Just because your parents are permissive of your degeneracy doesn't mean everyone's parents would be.
I just find it so funny that they still, like, display some of that, because some of it is, like, really borderline dodgy. Really? Like, again, it's not really my stuff, it's my sister's, but it's still, like, that's some borderline shit going on there. Jesus Christ.
Imagine having to parent your 30-year-old child like they were 12.
Yeah. Oh God, right?
Well, I mean, it's worse than that. It's the guy was 42, I think. The article said.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 42. David working 42.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'll say, like, it sounds pathetic, but at the same time, he's not in the wrong here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was his stuff, and I'm assuming, like, from the sounds of it, he had all this stuff before he moved in.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what do you do then? Like, you already have that? Like, and you have nowhere to really put it, and you don't really want to get rid of it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, what I'm gathering from the story, like Pox Toxic says, Jesus 42, it wasn't like, it was a short period, as you can tell from the years, right? It's like, so he has a divorce, it says right here, in late 2016. The spat flared up in 2017 after he had already moved to Indiana. So he could have only been there for a matter of a short amount of months. So it sounds like, okay, so I got this divorce. I'm moving out of the house that I'm in with my wife, presumably because the house was being sold and then the value was being split, or the wife got it. Either way, he couldn't live there anymore. So he moves in with his parents short term before he moves to Indiana. And his stuff was in storage there for the short amount of months that he was there in transit over to Indiana. And they tossed all his shit when he said, ship me my stuff. And all the smut was missing. So, I mean, I don't really know if he's being parented, except being parented in the sense of you shouldn't have this stuff, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, if that is exactly what happened, then it's like, yeah, he's in the right here, because, like, realistically speaking, they shouldn't have even gone through his shit. Like, how did they know it was all smut? How did they know that it was, like, sex toys and shit? Because presumably that'd be, like, put away in boxes, you know?
Hey, keep your damn serious.
Like,
How's it going?
To the point of where the only way they would have known... hey, but, like, the only way they would have known that was what it was is by going through his shit.
Yeah, he's Assassin of the Gray's got a point. The guy should have just used a fucking storage locker, like one of those rentable storage spaces, you know? If you were just storing your stuff temporarily, you should have got a 6-month lease on a storage space. But, you know, there's always multiple sides to a legal story, right? You know, for all you know, like his parents is like, that shit was spread out everywhere, and he said it would only be here for 1 month, and it was here for 6. Like, for all you know, that was the, you know.
Yeah, like so many things could have happened here. But like, if just judging by what information is available, doesn't sound good for them.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Far.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling addict in India throws acid on wife for refusing to be raped by pals.
I thought this was trying to be happy and festive.
I'm just visiting the fun back upon you. See how it feels?
I don't like it.
I don't even want to read this story. This is like nightmare. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this is depressing. What the fuck?
Well, I'm just, the only reason I brought that up is not to read the story, but just to read the headline and be like, what the fuck, India? Jesus Christ. I can't go to the owl killer story right after that. Let's see. Okay, let's hope this is a fun Christmas story along the lines of Home Alone. You know, something bad that happens but turns out to be a good time, laugh fest, you know. Is upstate New York driver trapped in car for hours after a plow covers him in 4 feet of snow.
Oh, Jesus. Like, he didn't die, did he?
Well, no, it says trapped.
I'm like really hoping.
Well, I would like to think the headline would read differently, like, you know, stiff frozen corpse found in car after plow covers him in 4 feet of snow.
You're right. Fair point.
Yeah, B-Junkie's right. All cultures are equally beautiful. Exactly. Evidence to the contrary here, my friends. It's just, yeah, that's terrible, Ebony. Yeah,
especially
it's
India.
Terrible. It's a fuck. Especially what?
Especially India. India's culture is especially beautiful. Look at that. They're throwing acid. Oh, how beautiful.
Has everyone appreciated that I have bluesy jazz Christmas music playing, that I specifically requested the band play Christmas songs? Is everyone appreciating that?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, this is the kind of detail work I put in Noir Bar because I care about our patrons. What?
Right.
Nothing? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Nothing?
Oh man, I read that too fast. I read that as it trapped in a car 4 hours. I read that as like number 4 hours because it also says 4 number feet of snow. He was trapped in there for 10 hours.
Holy shit.
Until Kiefer Dam wrote 10 hours. I was like, wait, 10 hours? A 58-year-old driver was trapped for over 10 hours after a plow covered his car with almost 4 feet of snow in upstate New York early Thursday. The man, Kevin Creason, blessings to you, sir. I hope you have a better Christmas season. Suffered from hypothermia and frostbite as his car was without heat due to a broken serpentine belt, according to a release from the New York State Police. A serpentine belt is a main belt in a car that connects the engine with the other, the drivetrain and so forth. It's a crucial functioning part of a vehicle.
Okay.
Well, you just learned to drive. I thought I'd fill you in on some of the...
Yeah, well, I don't care that much.
I'm trying to condescend to you for comedy's sake. Fuck.
It's working, so fuck you.
Fuck you. Okay, let's see. At first, authorities failed to locate Creason. Well, of course, he was covered in snow. Who veered off State Route 17 in the town of Owego. But a state trooper finally managed to spot Creason's vehicle after digging through the snow to try and locate a mailbox to check the address. Hold on. Let me read that again. A state trooper finally managed to spot Creason's vehicle after digging through the snow to try to locate a mailbox to check the address?
What? None of that? What?
Okay, so let me see if I get this right. This guy, Creason, is driving along, and his car veered off State Route 17C in the town of Owego. A state trooper comes along while they're searching for this vehicle, and they can't find the man. And an officer just so happens to start digging in a spot looking for a mailbox to see what the address of the house was, and came across a guy in a car freezing to death?
I
mean, that's amazing. That's a Christmas miracle.
Oh, yeah. All right then. I don't even know how to process that. I'm not going to even lie about that. Jesus Christ.
Creason was taken to Lourdes Hospital for treatment. Owego was plummeted by over 3 feet of snow Wednesday night into Thursday from the winter storm gale. That's... Jesus. I mean, that's
yeah, dude.
That's a harrowing tale of winter survival. Not his fault.
Mm-hmm.
But an incredible story that anyone found him because a state trooper just happened to be digging in that spot looking to... Is this the house I need? I don't know. Well, here, let me just grab my shovel and dig the mailbox out, and I'll see if this is the right number to the house. Wait a minute, that's a car under here. Holy shit, there's a guy in it. Dude, you okay? Like, That's amazing.
That sounds like something like from a fucking movie or some shit, or a comic or something, but done for like comedic effect. Of like digging through, like, oh, holy shit, are you okay? Yeah, I need to go to hospital. Hypothermia. Fucking hell.
See, I can't. I'm thinking that
usually what happens, like no one finds them.
I keep thinking that I must be misunderstanding that, because that little short single line paragraph there that says that, I must be reading it wrong, because New York Post, you have completely missed the story here. The story is not that he got buried. The story is that somebody accidentally found him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want more information on that part. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to leave that tab open afterwards and see if I can cull some more information on that story to see if I got it right, because that's an unbelievable Christmas miracle story. I mean, Jesus. Because, I mean, that guy, Kevin Creason, has every right to be really angry at the plow and very happy with the state trooper.
Right? Fucking right.
Did you fucking see me there, man? Like, you know, to the plow driver, and holy shit, how did you see me there? To the state trooper. Let's see. Oh, Manic's here. Hey, Manic. Not a Noir Bar stream without all the Aussies showing up. Good times, good times. Okay, let's move on to something less festive here. Influencer.
Yeah.
Joy's.
More
Joy's
death
Lane.
and destruction. Yay.
Influencer Kano.
Merry Christmas, guys.
30, reportedly dead after a botched surgery. No, we're trying to have this as a cautionary tale of don't fuck with your butt. You know, in the surgical way.
Don't fuck with your butt.
I said in the surgical way.
That is a very good quote, Polly. No, don't fuck with your butt. What? I agree.
Comma,
I agree with you, Polly.
in the surgical way. Now, if you take only one clause of that sentence out of context.
No, just the first half. The first half is fine.
Fuck off. Jocelyn Kano, an Instagram influencer and swimwear designer, has reportedly died following a botched operation. The family of Kano, 30, has not yet confirmed the model's death, so she might not be dead. But her funeral is currently available on YouTube. I'm pretty sure she's dead then.
Sorry, that's not funny, but it really kind of is. Hey, you can attend YouTube funerals now. What a world. Holy shit. Imagine telling someone like 20 years ago, hey, did you know that like 20 years from now you're going to be able to view someone's funeral on a website where like they're just, you know, live streaming it?
Right? Oh, well, thank you, Manic, for thank you, Manic, for the $10. Merry Christmas to you. And she simply says, Polly, Manic. Best of the Yuletide season to you.
Hey.
Duck Dog says...
Judy Garland bless you.
Duck Dog says WBNG has more info. He was calling 911. He didn't find it by accident. So, he was calling 911. So why was the state trooper looking for the mailbox to check the address? Because he was calling 911 saying, I'm in front of house number 1430, and the state trooper was...
I mean, that would make sense.
All right, well, thank you, Duck Dog. I mean, that's something, sense. But I mean, that's definitely more information. But I still have questions, man. Giant Bonsako says, influencer, heading to the back of the bar. Let me know when he's done. That's gold. I don't even. The bartender's telling stories about dead influencers. I'll be in the back corner warming myself up by the fire. Fuck. Let's see. A caption from the funeral footage reads, Jocelyn entered.
True, you know, if I could.
Oh, wow. That is a bad epiphanal statement. A caption on from the funeral footage reads, Jocelyn entered this life on Wednesday, March 14th, 1990. She entered into eternal life on December 7th, 2020. That is not a good epitaph. I'm sorry. This is not. Oh, my God. Jocelyn Kano died in Colombia getting surgery. That's wild, Mercer wrote. She looks so good already. Wow. Prayers for her family. She was like so sweet. Whew. Guys, if I die, don't read tweets in my honor. I
will read tweets in your honor.
No, don't do it.
Just to fucking spite you. It's okay, Polly. You were going to play The Departed at my funeral.
I was just about to say, you stole the words out of my mouth. You're the one who's dying first because I'm playing The Departed at your funeral. So
Yeah, no. If that doesn't happen, I'm going to read tweets in spite at your funeral. No. You know what I'll do? I'll play Floyd Jr. videos.
Nice. Well, that would actually be.
Let's remember him as he would want to be remembered.
That would be a lovely tribute, actually, so I'm okay with it. The swimwear designer, dubbed the Mexican Kim Kardashian, has traveled to Colombia for plastic surgery, a Brazilian butt lift, earlier this month. Meanwhile, her personal Instagram page was last updated on December 7th. And Kano boasted following more than 12 million people. And a booming swim line, Jocelyn Kano Swimwear. Her LinkedIn profile also states that she studied microbiology at San Diego University before becoming a successful influencer. Fans now mourn the star's apparent untimely death. Huh. Others wondered why her representatives for her brand have not confirmed the news. One fan griped, considering the brand is hers, maybe at least once carries her name. Y'all should make a statement. I mean, she had over 12 M followers after all. Don't read tweets for dead people, man. It's just... let's see. The Post reported...
Rest in fucking peace.
Yeah. The Post reported on a shocking rise in black market butt lifts, inspired in part by so-called Snapchat dysmorphia, the condition of being out of touch with one's own physique as a result of constant exposure to highly edited and modified bodies on social media. Well, that's enough of this story. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Great. Very cool.
Yeah. Well, you know, Johnny Monsacco says that my titties are big enough that no one has to worry about mourning. And earlier on, he was worried about my otter peen. He's very interested in sexual characteristics of streamers. Why is that? Just weird.
Yeah, that is a little weird, my dude.
You know, there was this story.
Why?
There was this story that well, not everybody, but like 5 or 6 people tweeted at me. Further evidence that Twitter's a sewer. Fuck. About
Yep, alright.
Otter penile skeleton bones are becoming weaker in this area of Canada that has a bunch of oil sands, refinery area. They do a whole bunch of oil refining in that area. And otters in that area have weaker penile bones, supposedly as a result of runoff from this industrial oil refinement.
And let me guess, everyone sent you this story and like, look, Polly, your people are in danger.
No, they were more cracking jokes on me that I got a weak dick.
Oh, okay. So the less funny one. Got it.
I would have been okay with your people are in danger. You need to get up there and fight the good fight or something along those lines. But no, everyone's like, you need to go see a doctor immediately, Polly, etc. And I was like, Jesus.
So, like, is everyone just thinking about, like, your otter dick, like, that often then? That, like, they see that story and they're like, oh shit, he's got a weak dick.
And Johnny's like, yeah, he's like, damn right I sent him this story. Yeah, I know, you're one of them I saw. I prefer when people send adorable otter pictures and stories to me. Like, Miss Undoomed has a Otter of the Day Daily Otter that she sends out. And it's great fun to see it. All of the pictures, and she sent out this video of this baby otter with a little milk bottle. Did you see that little video, Far?
I don't know.
It was the tiniest little baby otter. It was really like a fuzzball with a milk bottle floating on its back in water. It was like the most adorable thing ever. And it said, orphan baby otter is blah, 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 is doing well. And I'm like, orphan baby otter. Could there be a sadder thing to say? And I cracked some joke.
Oh, I did. I think I did see that, actually. Yeah, because I remember the title, Orphan Baby Otter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I cracked some joke about, like, that's the saddest thing since Tiny Tim, you know? Anyway, let's move on. So, yeah, the guy with his porn
Tiny
stash.
Tim, the baby otter.
Oh, look, here's a fast gripe for you. Viral TikTok shows how McRibs are made with nasty. They are made with nasty. Hold on. Viral TikTok video shows how McRibs are made with nasty
with
video.
nasty video.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, I get it. the so-called nasty videos paused at the right point. This is the nasty part, guys. Like, did you not know?
That?
Those are the McRibs when they're still frozen.
Oh.
Like, that's what they look like, right?
Okay.
It's chopped and seasoned pork that's then reformed into these shapes, so it kind of looks like it has ribs. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it obviously doesn't have actual ribs. And then there's the.
So.
Oh God, get out of my fuck. Leave there. There's the McRib.
So basically, all they're doing is like just showing, like, look, this is a McRib being cooked.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, this should make you not want to have a McRib, because I'm on TikTok, the second most sewery thing on the internet since Twitter, and I don't have any jokes to tell or songs to sing along with because I'm too fucking ugly. But I work at McDonald's, so here, I'm going to take the McRib. Listen, it's junk food. We all knew that. The McRib is tasty as hell. I get one. I enjoy them. I don't think it's a nutritious meal. I'm aware of the fact that it's junk food. And what's the nasty part? It's like people say, do you know that they make chicken McNuggets out of pink slime? Yeah, it's chopped up, mechanically separated chicken that's reformed and then battered and fried. What's your point? It's junk food. Yeah, I get that. So what? Was that supposed to turn me off? Far, you enjoy junk food.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't enjoy chicken nuggets. Like, I've been put off that for fucking life. But
well, let's think of a different example of something.
But yeah,
like you're not.
Yeah, but it's like, no, but I understand what you're saying though. Like, yeah, like what the fuck are you expecting? It's junk food. It's not the healthiest thing for you. Hence the name junk food. It's kind of made in a horrible way. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? It's edible.
Okay, hold on really quick. Evolve Potato, thank you for the donation. Currently, Cyberpunk is what he's playing, and it's pretty good. Maybe if you ever get your new computer, you might be able to play it. It was a good 20th birthday present, which you never said happy birthday, but I don't care. I'm your only major shiller, so who cares? Well, you know what? The way you said that ruined it. You should have had I'm your only major shiller. I didn't realize it was your 20th birthday that it just passed by. Happy birthday! When was that? It's,
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Evolved Potato. Happy birthday to you. I did my Las Vegas crooner voice there.
Happy birthday.
That's so I didn't realize it was. Thank you for the donation, and I hope you actually had a really good birthday. And that's awesome that your birthday is that close to Christmas. I know a lot of people complain that they get less presents because it's so close to Christmas that, you know, it's sort of like Zelthor's like that. His birthday's right around the corner, right? Wait a minute, isn't it tomorrow?
I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, I think it's tomorrow.
Oh shit! If it is,
see, Evolve Potato, you're not being singled out, man. I'm kind of spacey on these numbers. It's not Lords of the Night. Yeah, it wouldn't have been sung as nearly mellifluously if it were Lords of the Night. It's you get the short, fast baritone Las Vegas crooner version of it when it's Noir Bar. Was that a birthday song or a seizure? Liquor has been known to induce seizures, but in this case, no, it was a birthday song. Where was I? Okay, hold on. I had a point. I had like 5 songs on the go.
McRibs.
Well, yeah, McRibs. Oh, yeah, Ex-Bubba Hotep. Thank you for the Shabab. Greatly appreciated. I can't do it. Yep, December 12th every year. Easy to remember. Every year? Cynic says...
Wait, your birthday doesn't change? My birthday changes every year.
Is Drunken Uncle's birthday actually the 25th? Is that true?
Holy shit. Drunken Uncle is Jesus?
Well, we're actually going to talk about that as it relates in a second. Birthdays being the 25th, not specifically Drunken Uncle's, but I mean, talk about the ultimate lump of coal in your stocking. They got for his parents, huh? They got Drunken Uncle for a present?
Oh, God,
shit.
right?
That's rough.
That's not where I was thinking that was gonna go. Holy shit, dude. Wow.
Oh, I'm so glad he doesn't listen to Noir Bar. He's asleep at this point because over in the UK, it's it's the middle of the night and sugar plum fairies.
You
are dancing
say
in their
that,
heads
but
and
that means someone's gonna clip that and then send it to him.
Yeah, I know. Well, we don't even know if it's his actual birthday. I don't trust him that anything my chat says. They love making shit up for me to fuck around. It's.
But that's fine. Jonkel is Jesus. I'm okay with this, surprisingly.
That actually does relate to another story that we're going to cover, or I'm going to rant about something. So yeah, my entire rant here was, I've seen these stories. They happen every time the McRib seasonally returns. People are like, don't you realize what it looks like when it's still frozen? Yeah, I've seen frozen hamburger patties when they're, it doesn't make me not want it, man. Now, as for what Cynic said, lamb brains being tasty, there is a short list of things that I won't eat. Like, won't even try. You know, people have that saying, I'll try anything once, that sort of thing. I'm generally that way, but there is a short list of things that I won't eat. And brains is one of them. I'm not interested. Keep that. Testicles are another thing. The so-called prairie oyster, will you have like bowl balls? No, I won't. Why? Just think about it. That's why. Just no. Balut, the fetal chicken egg. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, what, the Virgin Boy piss egg?
No, that's also that. But no, the the fertilized chicken egg that has a fetal chicken still in it.
Oh, that one. Oh God.
Yeah, I believe it's called balut, I think. And that's a common street food, high in protein, people blah, blah, blah. No, thank you. Not interested. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That is just straight up no. And no. I'm good.
Yeah. And Keeverdam says deep fried butter. No, I'd try that once. I never have. I've never tried the State Fair other deep fried. Like deep fried Coca-Cola. I want to try that. Because it doesn't make any sense.
How do they even... What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it either. It's like, wait, what? So you Coke flavored the batter and then just put batter into the hot grease? Because otherwise I don't understand what you mean by deep fried Coke. I'm lost. But I want to try it.
Yeah, what? Yeah, alright then.
Yeah. But I am open to all kinds of offal or organ meat that a lot of people aren't. Kidney is very good. Heart, which ex-Bubba Hotep, I think, just named, that you wouldn't try heart. No, the heart of a turkey, like, you know, when you get a turkey and it's got all the stuff inside, the gizzard, delicious. The giblets, delicious. The heart, delicious. I'm into all of them. Far won't even...
Yeah, I don't think I'd eat heart either, to be honest.
I'm not surprised. Far, you won't even eat eggs. I just... Which I get.
Well, by themselves! They're giving headaches!
That's fine.
Specifically the egg white. The yolk is fine. Just the egg white.
No, Polly, no they aren't. Awful is for dog food.
Are you sure it's not otter food?
Oh, shit. You know how many people sent me the video of the baby otter eating the ice? Because I crunch ice when I'm on stream, you know? People are still doing it, sending me that video. And I'm like, guys, I don't think this is any kind of criticism. That video is adorable. He's just munching and munching, and you hear his caretakers at the zoo or wherever, like giggling in the background with delight as this little guy's just shoveling ice and just chewing away. It's a great video. I don't. Article down. No, I just took it down. Keep it down. I was going to move on to something else. Thank you, Bearcock, for the $5. Hey, Polly, get a Streamlabs. Bearcock says in a self-refuting post. It's fine.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. So, Polly,
Yeah.
Get a Streamlabs.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Eventually I will. I had so let's go on to a different topic here while I'm
all right.
I was having a conversation with a few campus people. Now, we weren't at campus because campus was shut down. Is currently shut down, right? COVID and all that. But we had gotten together for coffee to do some research things and to discuss some other shit. Anyway, as often happens, we veered off into a different conversation. And I made this statement, and the two other people that I was sitting with at the table, there were four of us together. Two people didn't get it at all, and the other person said, "Don't tell them if they don't get it. Let them figure it out on their own." And I said, "No, I think they should know." And it says, no. If you are a doctoral student and you can't figure your way through that, you're lost, and nobody can help you. So you need to let them figure it out on their own. So here's the statement I made, Far.
Okay.
One of them said, I don't accept anything as truth that is not the product of science. The only thing that's reliably true is a product of science. And I said, do you not realize how that's a self-refuting statement? And he said, no, it's not.
Yeah.
He said, how's that? And then I started to say, and the other person there put his hand on my arm and said, don't tell him. Don't tell him. And then the other person, who was the other doctoral student, she said, yeah, I don't get it either. How's that self-refuting? Why would you rely on something as being truthful that is not a product of science? How could you know it's reliably true unless you've subjected it to scientific verification? And I said, no. The statement itself is self-refuting. It has to be false. The way you said it, it must be false. Can anyone in chat figure out why?
Is it because like there's things that like are true every day that you don't necessarily need science to figure it out?
No.
But also like the fact that how can you prove science with science or something like that?
You're getting close. The only thing you need to prove the statement false is said in the statement itself.
Oh, you can't. Jesus Christ. I know what it is. I'm just trying to think of a way to phrase it in my head. Like it's one of those issues of like I know what it is. It's just the phrasing. Like how the fuck do I say that?
Let me guess. Naked Eva Green distracted you, didn't she?
No, because I'm not even looking at that. I'm still looking
Thank
at
you, Ryan Walters.
How McRibs.
Thank you, Ryan Walters, for the very generous $50. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Merry Christmas tied to you, sir. And you thoroughly deserve naked Eva Green on a bed. That is, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Much appreciated, sir.
So how you prove the statement with science, but you can't prove that statement with science?
There you go.
This is horrible explanation.
No, you just nailed it. Far smarter than two doctoral students. And you figured it out in a matter of seconds. You just had to figure out the wording. Because there's
Are you smarter than a doctoral student?
You're right. And the answer for Far is yes. The answer.
Yay! Win the game show.
The reason why is the statement they're making is not the product of a scientific experiment. I will only believe things that are the product of a scientific experiment. That statement isn't the product of a scientific experiment. So it can't be true. You can't rely on it. So it must not be true. See, it refutes itself. I just you just outthought a doctoral student.
Shit.
Well done.
Like that's both like really satisfying but also really fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
like,
Ryan Walters
Christ.
says you have to be highly educated to be this stupid. You know what? I'm not sure if you meant exactly this, but there are a fuck ton of people from bachelors all the way up to tenured professors that are absolutely convinced that they know the material so well that new material can't make it through their force fields, so to speak, right? Like, I'm willing to bet that half the reason Far was able to figure that out, at least, is that she has no pretensions of being like no, I'm right. You know, that kind of vibe. Because you encounter people like that aren't even in school. They'll argue they're right till they're blue in the face.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Just to, that somebody told them they refuted themselves, that's reason enough to argue it to the death. If they hadn't let their ego get involved, I bet you they would have figured it out right away.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just one of those things of like, just because you're highly educated doesn't mean you're really smart. Just means you can memorize information.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
What?
I try and be.
Like
I'm very defensive of people that have been to college because I'm one of them, but at the same time, I also try and be highly critical of them because I know how incredibly flawed they can be. It's sort of, I don't know. It's a weird nether realm. It's like that meme that went around. It had 6 high-profile, well-known, quote-unquote, scientists on it. And it said, imagine a world where scientists were in charge instead of politicians. Or words to that effect, imagine a world run by scientists instead of who it currently is.
Scientists.
Yeah. And like the pictures were
I think I've seen that meme.
Yeah. And it's some people tagged me in it, and then I saw it like on other people's timelines that I follow and stuff like that. And all of the responses to it were soundly negative. And it was a little tiny white pill gift for me because there's so few things that make me happy that I see on Twitter. And that was one of them. The solidly negative response. Everyone brought up, do you have any idea how many of the senior Nazi leadership were extremely accomplished scientists? What's your, no. Like as one example. You know what I mean? It's how many, and then people bringing up horrible things that were the product of science that they were making just because they could. And how does being able to conduct good scientific design equate to good leadership or good policy? It doesn't necessarily. And plus, Neil deGrasse Tyson was one of the guys pictured there. I mean, number one, that guy's not even a scientist. He's a glorified museum tour guide. I'm not going to get off on Neil deGrasse Tyson because nobody wants me going there. Man's a fraud. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's just, I've run into that so many times of people that like, basically they assume they're smart because they've gotten all the, like, they're doing all the courses, they've like passed tests and shit like that. When in reality, it's like, you can pass a test, that doesn't necessarily make you smart. That just means you can pass a test. Like, and it's like, yeah, you can do that, but like in everything else, they're just so fucking dumb. Like, it's quite incredible how many times I've run into that exact thing of like, oh my god. But again, like, and it's that same thing. I don't want to shit talk people that have gotten higher education. Not at all. It's just, unfortunately, that is time and time again what I come across. But there's the thing. As you get further along your education, presumably you're studying more of a specific field as opposed to general knowledge. Why? Because somebody is a highly informed and experienced chemist, does it equate to them being good at national security policy? Do you understand what, like, that's what you... Yeah, and that is very fair.
That's what you just connected, and it makes very little sense for me, which is why I get so upset at people like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, you're an astrophysicist. In name only, what papers do you produce? What original research are you doing? What research are you currently involved in? The answer is nothing. He's too busy being on late-night talk shows and being a self-promoter. How many actual scientists do you know who have talent agents? I mean, Jesus Christ, that's what the guy's job is to promote himself. And it's so why, but this is the same guy who will presume to speak on theology, will presume to speak on government politics, on climate change, on you fucking name it. And it's like, well, doesn't he have a right to an opinion? He has a right to an opinion, but people should be taking it as being no more valuable than anybody else's. He's not any more informed on this stuff than the rest of you. The same thing happens with Richard Dawkins. It's like, Richard Dawkins is an evolutionary biologist, yet he's most famous and most well-known and never shuts the fuck up about promoting atheism. It's It's like, let me tell you something. As a theologian and a philosopher, you make an excellent evolutionary biologist because you are making constant logical fallacies every time you present an argument in this thing that you presume to speak on, that you're uninformed on. And let's move on to some interesting subjects, because I think I've done this one to death. Woo! Look.
Yeah. I think this is like... we should not continue on that.
I love that video clip of Jessica Alba rolling around on the bed so much. God damn, that's a hot woman. Anyway, thank you, Bearcock, for the $5. People listen to scientists like they are an infallible priest. They're just humans. Because you put a lab coat on something doesn't make you infallible. Very true. Very true. I mean, I will say this. This is a final note on this. People will say, like, the people who are, you know, your fedora tippers, the fedora tipping atheists looking at you, TJ Kirk and Bible Reloaded and Dark Matter 25. It's they're constantly ripping on, oh, well, in the Middle Ages, you know, people would listen to priests who were blah, 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 blah. And if they were speaking well outside their field, like meaning they weren't speaking about theology or morality or something like that, they were trying to tell you the earth was flat, which they actually didn't, but whatever. Yeah, you should have said, man, what does that got to do with anything? Like, you know, you're right. That's wide open to criticism, but it's just because the person has priestly robes and a Bible in their hand, you take their word on everything and they mock that. But you take the word of anybody who's wearing a lab coat with a clipboard in their hand. So how the fuck is it different? It's like, well, they got science backing them up, but they're constantly speaking way far outside their field. And that doesn't seem to bother you. You're doing the same exact thing. Where's the rational basis for that? Just saying. You want to hear about a PornHub moderator and his
really
thoughts on the company? Hello?
I guess so. Yeah, hello.
Hello. Ex-PornHub moderator details weird excuses to keep sick videos online.
Weird excuses?
Mm-hmm. A former...
Okay, I guess we're going to find out what sick videos is then.
Have you guys noticed that every single picture, every single story I click on from the New York Post has this butt in it? I mean, I'm not opposed. It's just, man, the New York Post is a great tabloid. Holy fuck.
More on porn. I like that.
A former PornHub moderator.
They have a whole section.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Teacher investigated for allegedly watching porn during an online class. Hey.
Oh,
great. If CNN legal contributors want to watch porn... Oh, no, that's a different story. Anyway. In an interview with Business Insider, an ex-moderator for the parent company MindGeek said that content reviewers were tasked with finding, quote, weird excuses to keep our videos on our sites, rather than taking them down. The former smut umpire claimed, for example, that a video whose title advertised a man having sex with, quote, his mother would not be allowed. But if the title were more vague, mother fucks son, the video could stay up because it didn't explicitly state the performers were related.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay, what?
Mother fucks son? It's not necessarily her son. It's just someone's son. See?
Right? Like, what? Okay. All right. Moving on. Let's just leave that one far, far behind us.
The moderators were required to sift through as many as 400 videos per day, with some describing the workload as having an impact on their personal lives by diminishing or increasing their sex drives. Before PornHub began receiving more scrutiny this year, the moderator said they would have allowed, quote, videos depicting performers simulating sex scenes involving a person who is asleep, some BDSM content, and videos with visible bottles of alcohol to make it onto the site.
All right.
The team was also tasked with deciding which videos of people crushing animals would be allowed to remain on the site.
Oh my god. The fucking animal crushes are on fucking Pornhub too. What the fuck?
Crazy. At one point, we were debating what creatures were okay to be stepped on. The moderator said crickets, insects, and crawfish were okay, but not goldfish because people have goldfish as pets.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Cynic just says, what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, no, that went from, like, okay, maybe that's some, like, dubious content, but, like, still, like, probably not actual, like, it's, you know, obviously actors, right? Right?
Yeah.
Like, just, you know, maybe dubious, maybe content to suddenly, yeah, crushing animals! Like, what the fuck?
I love this. We are currently on the New York Post website, right? Just to remind people of that, okay? Who published the Hunter Biden laptop story. And no, we're not going to get political. It's going to be real fast. But the New York Post is the one who published the Hunter Biden laptop story. No other source would report it on it, except to say it was part of a Russian disinformation campaign, and it can't be trusted. But now that the election's over, they're all reporting on it. Just, that's the background of this, right? Okay. PornHub recently scrubbed more than 10 million videos from its site. The overwhelming majority of the smut that had been available in a purge of illegal content after Visa and MasterCard cut ties with the site following a New York Times report. Now, the New York Times is spending its time on PornHub to see if there's any videos that aren't up to their moral standards. But the videos of Hunter Biden on his own laptop fucking his own relative, his underage, I forget what the hell, and crack smoking and ties with his father and Chinese money, and I better be careful because we're on YouTube. They didn't touch that story. Well, the New York Times wouldn't go near it. But they checked on Pornhub. And why would Visa and MasterCard cut ties with them? I'm going to take a guess here. The New York Times, quote, journalists called up and contacted Visa and MasterCard and said, now why are you okay processing payments for sites that have this kind of porn on it? Being the moral accusing busybodies that they are. Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. And I'm basing that guess on because that's what the Wall Street Journal people did with PewDiePie and the advertisers for the videos that appeared before his videos. They contacted, you know, whatever Acme widget company and said, did you know that you're advertising before a guy who's a suspected white supremacist and says racist jokes and blah, blah, blah. Well, that was the beginning of the adpocalypse and so forth. I mean, I love journalists who are up to the most important things in society, you know. The reason I call them news entertainers. So this is basically Pornhub's adpocalypse in a weird way then. Because look at the last paragraph. The biggest change, Pornhub will only allow verified users to upload videos to the site. That privilege is currently restricted to Pornhub's content partners or members of its model program, which requires performers to verify their identities by uploading a photo of themselves. Okay. Yeah, so basically, like, you can only upload if you verify yourself. Right. Yeah, well done, guys. Well done. Why is one of the tags on this? That's a little bit unsettling to me. But yeah, I noticed that tag. What the fuck? Why'd they tag it revenge porn? I don't. Yeah, why is it tagged that? Like, this has nothing to do with revenge porn. What? Scarlett Johansson, among other celebrities who married in 2020, for the third time. I wonder how long this one's gonna last. Right. Oh God, right? God. Oh shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still think Scarlett Johansson's really hot. It's just every story about her is just what the fuck. Let's see. Okay, Far. Yes. I'll give you the choice. Yeah, the end of amateur porn, ex Bubba Hotep says. I know that was actually surprising me to read that last part, that I did not know that Pornhub was doing that. So it's like, that's really weird. Yeah, and you can't just like upload clips anymore of, not that I have, but that, I mean, isn't that?
But like, it's a lot of people though, like that use that website for like not even porn shit, like just uploading other content. Because I know some people do that. And it's like, yeah, those guys are fucked because they can't do that.
I mean, PornHub must have been in a really bad financial spot.
Oh, they had to have been.
Like, to regain its ties with MasterCard and Visa, they were... The power that journalists wield and the directions they choose to aim at blow my mind. I'm not saying that those videos were good to be put up there, but they don't even try at all with so many things. Keep in mind, this is the New York Times. Two Pulitzer Prizes awarded to its journalists for reporting on the Trump-Russia story, which turned out to be nothing. Absolutely nothing. Did you return your Pulitzer Prizes? Every day, all day, banging away endlessly on Trump-Russia. It turned out to be nothing. This is what they spend their time on. Lest we mention the 1619 Project that I'm going to stop talking about or I'm going to get really angry. I mean, the power these people wield and how they choose to wield it blows my mind. There's a reason I'm as critical of journalism as I am. Fuck.
Well, yeah, when they're choosing to go after websites like fucking PornHub of all things. Like, you know, that's like, come on, guys, really? I mean, I get it, like, crushing videos, that is terrible. That is fucking awful. Like, holy shit, yeet that the fuck off your website. But that's not necessarily on PornHub at that point, because here's the thing, YouTube had that problem too, for a long time. Like, that's the whole reason I even know of that particular thing, and why I was just like, oh god. Pornhub also has, like, the crush people on there? What the fuck? Because, fun fact, years and years back, people uploaded this kind of shit to YouTube, but it was unlisted.
Yeah.
So, like, they'd be spreading it to, like, other people that'd be into this shit without it really being known to the general public unless you had a link to that video.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like, if they really got around to cracking down on that at all, or what really happened there. But, yeah, this isn't just a Pornhub problem. YouTube had that issue, too. Like, it's not something you need to crack down on and, like, go to their fucking payment processors about it. Like, maybe just go up to, like, Pornhub themselves and be like, hey, yeah, you see these things? Yeah, that's kind of fucked. Are you going to do something about it? Because chances are, yeah, they would be like, oh my god, yeah, that is incredibly fucked. Let's do something about that.
Right. And
like,
I mean, some people
seriously.
in chat are like, you know, B Junkie and Prospero and Keeper Dam, and they talking about the 1619 Project and like the fraud that it is. And yes, they did get Pulitzers for 1619 too. Of course they did. Of course, I mean, it was a foregone conclusion they were going to receive Pulitzers for it. They knew it. And I don't even want to get into it because I'm just going to get really, really angry over the 1619 Project.
Let's just move on.
It is such a bad fraud, and it's so celebrated and now part of curriculums everywhere. And when you have to post retractions and alterations of it almost immediately upon publication, fuck. All right, Eval Potato, thank you very much for the donation. Just to put it in perspective, there was 118 of child sexual abuse out of 10 million they deleted. In comparison to Facebook, self-reported 84 million. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Those are some intense numbers.
Wow.
I don't even want to go read that New York Times story because I think I'm going to get extremely frustrated by it. It's going to be like, we saw videos where there was an alcohol bottle visible, and we saw it like so you guys just watched porn until you found problems. Like, I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't want to go read the article because I think I'm just going to get upset by it.
No, I don't even want to know how they even discovered the crush shit in the first place, or like any of this stuff, because it's like when you find shit like that, it's either by accident or you are purposefully looking for it. And I don't know, I don't want to know which it was, because either way, you were watching porn on PornHub and you decide to make an article about it.
Yeah.
And blow it, like, completely, like, go over people's heads, you know? Like, no. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Like, yeah, let's just move the fuck on. Jesus Christ. Oh, trivia?
Yeah, I don't have it up on screen yet for the bar patrons, but I'm just, so trivia, or, I don't know, man, we've done so, this is rapidly turning into a garbage stream. And I mean that in the sense of like a Deadwing Dork garbage stream.
Yeah.
Like
Right? Yeah. Like, maybe we should just not look at any more articles. I think that's where, like, the garbage is coming from.
Like, I went to the New York Post because they're my favorite tabloid to just pull like headlines to laugh at, but it all got really dark and degenerate, and I swear that wasn't my intention.
Yeah, like, I mean, and I'm the one that ruined Christmas, right? By saying Judy Garland killed herself. Like, Jesus Christ. I think we have a new contender here for ruining Christmas.
Well, you know what? We're going to be doing a number of other...
Thanks, New York Post.
This is what we're not going to be doing tonight, Far, just so you know. Because since
the erotic asphyxiation, like the most festive thing of all time.
Yeah, we're gonna skip over that. I had intended to do this with Prospero. I forget. One time I asked her, does she want it as Prospero or Prospero? Because I forget which way Shakespeare intended it in The Tempest. And so every third time I say it differently. I'm just drunk and musing to myself at this point. Anyway,
and that's fine.
Yeah, if only I use StreamYards. I will not submit to the StreamYards regime. I refuse. I will not give them control over my YouTube channel.
All right then.
Prospero. Okay, very well. Prospero, not Prospero. I'm going to assume that the answer for all of these... Polly, have you kept up with the ATF shenanigans? Oh, thanks, B-Junkie. Yeah, let's keep it festive. Yes, I have. Farther, they want to redefine whether or not pistol braces are going to count as short-barreled rifles and shotguns, which recategorizes them, which means everybody who used to own a perfectly legal weapon would now be obligated to register it as a short-barreled rifle or shotgun with the federal government, specifically the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. But there's no telling what they're going to do because...
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, it's just like B-Junkie says, it's shenanigans. What are you going to do? Just stop the sale of new ones? Because you're going to create a post-facto law where all of the things that were bought in good faith under a given set of legal understandings, it's like, oh, we're going to reverse the legal understanding and retcon you guys as to being in possession of a criminal item, or in criminal possession of an item, I guess I should say. It's crazy. It hasn't played itself out yet, but it's not looking good the way that it's going. And President Biden, as or Vice President Biden, possibly future President Biden, I only say possible because certain crazy people out there have been repeating this. YouTube, I do not dispute the election findings. YouTube bots,
Yeah, well, I do. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
You could legit lose your channel over it. Welcome to the fucking 2021, huh?
Great. Thanks, YouTube. Very cool.
They're going door to door for polymer 80% lowers? Really? I ain't heard of doing that. Like 80% lowers for everything, or just ARs or handguns too? What? Oh man, I don't even want to know. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to know.
Like, let's just move the fuck on.
Well, no, I do want to know. I just don't want to know right now, is what I'm saying. I will certainly look into that further because I hadn't heard the 80% lower thing. That's news to me. Okay, we're going to see how fast Drunk Polly, who just opened a can of hard cider here, can rapid fire do some fun trivia. We're going to test my biblical knowledge, but it's Christmas biblical knowledge, so it's fine. Okay.
All right.
Rapid fire. Ready? You want to read them, Far?
I can read them. Okay. Yeah, there are no biblical accounts of Jesus' earthly father Joseph saying anything. True or false?
False.
All right. The wise men were kings who traveled from the east. True or false?
False. They were headed towards the east. Oh, they traveled from the east. Yes, they did. They were coming from the east, but they were also. Yes, true. 3.
There were 3 wise men who brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
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 True or false?
Come on, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. There were 3 wise men who brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The test of this is like, be careful. They're not as easy as they seem. Making me think there was like, okay, I'm going to go with true, even though I feel that's a trick question. All right.
Okay. Which angel appeared to Joseph to inform him not to fear, for his wife Mary would conceive a child by the Holy Ghost? Gabriel, the name of the angel is not recorded. Michael or Raphael?
God damn it. It's not Michael or Raphael. It's Gabriel in the Gospel of Luke in chapter 1, verse 28 that appears to Mary, and it's an angel that appears to Joseph in the Gospel of Matthew, but I can't recall specifically whether or not they named the angel in the Gospel of Matthew that spoke to Joseph. I want to say it's Gabriel because that would be the angel that spoke to Mary, but I don't specifically. But that was in Luke. I don't. Joseph's story is not told in Luke; it's told in Matthew, and I don't know if they named the angel there. I'm going to say that the angel's name is not recorded, even though I think it's implied that it's supposed to be Gabriel. Okay.
Mary and Joseph. Oh my God, the moving of it doesn't help. Mary and Joseph traveled to Bethlehem because of a decree by the Roman Emperor Caesar Augustus. True or false?
True. All the world was to be taxed, and everyone needed to return to their hometown in order to register.
Both Joseph and Mary were told by an angel that the baby was to be named Jesus. True or false?
God damn it! Yes, the angel Gabriel says that to Mary in Luke chapter 1, but I don't specifically recall whether or not. Yes. I'm going to go with yes. True. Man, I got to read Matthew more.
Bethlehem was also known as the city of David. True or false?
True, because that's where David's from. That's part of Isaiah's prophecy.
Nazareth was a small village at the time of Jesus' birth. True or false?
True. It was a external village to Caesarea Maritima.
Jesus was born in a stable. True or false?
True, but that seems tricky. Like it wasn't a stable. It was actually I'm gonna go with.
It was actually a manger. Like okay, dude.
Okay.
What was the name of Jesus' earthly grandfather? What? Jacob, Simeon, Eli, Zachariah?
Wow. That's a tough one.
Okay.
Jesus' earthly grandfather, paternal or maternal?
Aaron. Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Matthew, Luke, Matthew, and Luke.
Well, Mark has no infancy gospel or infancy story whatsoever. It was not that. Matthew, Luke, and the shepherds. The shepherds are definitely in Luke, so the only question is it's either Luke or Matthew and Luke. Do the shepherds appear in Matthew? Again, I have got to read Matthew. Fuck, I'm sketchy on it. That's terrible. I'm going to go with just Luke. I'm going to assume that the shepherds actually only appear in that. Cool. Okay.
Joseph, Mary, and Jesus lived in Egypt for several years during his childhood. True or false?
How long did the flight to Egypt last following the massacre of the innocents? That is a good question.
Well, no. Did they live? They lived in Egypt for several years during his childhood. Not fled to the end. What?
They fled to Egypt because of the massacre of the innocents. So how long did it last?
Well,
is what I'm asking.
Okay.
They fled there right after he was born, because the children were supposedly massacred. To get rid of the Messiah by Herod had decreed that all the children be killed to get rid of the Messiah who was born. Several years. I'm gonna say true. I'm willing to bet it was probably like only a year, and I'm gonna get burned on it. All right.
The angel Gabriel told Mary that Jesus would inherit King David's throne. True or false?
True. He will inherit, and he shall sit on the throne of his father David, Angel said.
The mothers of Jesus and John the Baptist were cousins. True or false?
True. Her cousin Elizabeth. Okay. Let's see if I even scored 50% on this.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm going to get burned so bad on this. There were so many really well-worded questions. Oh, God, look at all the X's. Okay. Joseph obviously must have said something, but the Bible does not record him. I could have sworn that when the angel showed up, he did interact with the angel. I guess he didn't. Gotta read. They traveled from the east. A common misconception. The Bible never refers to them as being kings. Some sources call them magi, which was a priestly class in Persia. Their names are... Wait a minute. Oh! I was focusing on the wrong thing. The point was whether or not they were kings, not from the direction from which they traveled. So I was saying it was true that they traveled from the east, and I didn't even focus on the king's aspect. So you got me on that one. Well done. Well done. I focused on the wrong thing. There were 3 wise men who brought gifts. It's false. They did bring gifts that were mentioned, but there was no record of how many wise men visited Jesus. Again, in Matthew. Which angel appeared? And I said, the angel's not recorded. Yes! See? I doubted it. I assumed it was Gabriel. It was only mentioned in Luke. And I didn't get me on that one, motherfucker. Haha. Okay.
Well done. Well done.
Well, Mary and Joseph traveled because of a decree of the Roman emperor. That was true. Yeah, I mean, that one's pretty straightforward. Joseph and Mary were both told by an angel they would be named Jesus. Okay, true, but I still got it. Yeah. Matthew tells us in Joseph's vision, and Mary's was in Luke chapter 1, verse 30 to 31. Yeah, okay, I gotta go read Matthew again. Okay, Bethlehem's known as the city, David. Yes, it is. Nazareth with the small village. True. False. In fact, the Bible says Nazareth is a city. Oh, fuck that. What biblical... Okay, anyway. It wasn't as big as Caesarea Maritima, so therefore it's small. Fuck you. Jesus was born in a stable. True.
It's a small city.
There was no room in the inn, but nowhere does the Bible mention a stable. It may have been a barn, but it was more likely to have been a cave or grotto used for housing animals. Okay, fair enough. Zechariah. No, the answer was Jacob. See, this still... It had to be his earthly grandfather, like I said, paternal or maternal.
Yeah.
It's the earthly. I kind of get what they're saying now. It doesn't matter who Mary is descended from, what tribe she is from, because she's from the tribe of Levi. I'm going to say, and Joseph isn't. And obviously they're referring to Joseph because they're talking about his earthly father. And, not his heavenly father, because his father is God. Okay, yeah, I get your... Yeah. No, but I didn't know it was Jacob one way or the other. I guess Zechariah, because it sounded Hebrew-esque. The host of angels appeared, but no angels appeared to the wise men. True, yeah, that one's pretty clear, though. The wise men arrived in time. False. And it's true, in fact, they arrived considerable time after his birth, yes. What animal did he ride? An ass? No, the Bible doesn't say. Well, that ruins the joke. The idea is Mary was very hard to get along with. Why? Because she rode Joseph's ass all the way to Egypt.
All right, then.
Don't you get the joke?
I get the joke, I just don't find it funny.
On which day? It was the eighth day, yes. Host of angels sang to the shepherds. True. False. The angels are never recorded as singing in the Bible. They would just speak. I'm sorry. Chanting holy, holy, holy is the same as singing.
What's the difference between chanting and singing?
I agree. The wise men are only mentioned in the Gospel of Matthew. True. Which Gospels do the shepherds appear in? Joseph and Mary lived in Egypt for several years. Yes. The flight. It was just to escape King Herod's order that all the
Bible. You are so into this. You're grabbing a fucking Bible.
Because I think the person's wrong. It seemed like I see.
So you wanna prove them wrong by like grabbing your Bible, leaving me alone, coming back with said Bible.
What do you mean? I was
some rando that made a quiz wrong.
Chat. How long was I gone for? Like 12 seconds? No, I had to go 3 rooms down to where a different bookshelf is. I'm sorry I didn't have a Bible sitting right beside me, okay? Fuck.
So you just stick her. I'm sorry, I'm just very amused that you got off to get a fucking Bible. To prove some random on the internet wrong. Hello?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Don't make me go look this up in the original Greek, because I'm disputing this translation here. Hold on. Luke chapter 2, verse 14. No, hold on, 13. And suddenly there was an angel and a multitude of a heavenly host praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace among those whom he favors." They're singing. Does it make sense for a host of angels? It's supposed to be like fucking hundreds of them, if not thousands, and they're all just sitting there saying something? No, come on, they're singing. Everybody knows angels have harps. What are they saying? They talking to harp music? That doesn't make any sense. I
don't fucking know, dude.
Anyways.
I don't think the person that wrote that on the internet even knows.
I'm gonna look. You know what? I'm not letting that go. I'm gonna look into that.
All right.
All right. Ball Potato says original Greek. I thought it was originally in Latin. No, written in Greek. Especially Luke. Luke is the highest form of Greek, like in the sense, like scholars recognize that it's like Mark is written in really low down Greek, really simplistic, straightforward, small sentences, where Luke is written very poetically, very high formed. It's, you know. But yeah. Okay, Far, what do you want to do now? Do you want to talk about classic Christmas carols and how they're hundreds of years older than you thought? Or play the game that you sent? I forgot about that till right now.
We can play the game, because I feel like if we move on, we're not gonna play it.
So you do want to play it? Is that what happened there?
Jesus Christ, Platy. Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm distracted because Platy's like saying in chat, yeah, my Bible's right next to all my Yuri shit. You know how many Yuri manga have those Catholic schoolgirls in them? Perfect pairing. Like, Jesus Christ, Platy. Yeah, I just have all my lesbian manga right next to my fucking Bible. Well done. Well done, sweetheart. I'm proud of you.
Oh, fuck.
Because that's what that is. That's what that fucking is.
Prospero went and checked her King James version of the Bible, and And it does say saying as well. Okay, all right. I could have sworn they were a singing heavenly host, but I guess they were a particularly unmusical.
I mean,
bunch.
I feel like that's a translation thing there, though.
But that's what I mean. I'm gonna
You know?
I'm gonna look up what that word is in the original Greek, but I'd have to launch my logo software, and I'm not gonna do that because my computer's already taxed right now.
Oh, night, Prospero.
I gotta hit the hey, sorry about tonight, and thanks for trying. Night. No, Prospero, we're gonna have you on again, so fix your potato problems. And I'm very sympathetic to potato problems, but...
Yeah, night.
Hey.
Alright, so... Moving on from lesbian Bibles, WikiHow.
WikiHow. So what we have here, remind me of
WikiHow.
how this game works.
Alright, so it's like two truths and a lie, except it's the inverse. Two of these titles are not the right one. Only one of them is right. And you have to guess what it is based on the picture.
Now you've totally distracted Zombie Teddy.
That's simple enough?
Yeah, Zombie Teddy didn't know that there was lesbian manga, and now he won't. He says he'll be right back, but he won't be.
Oh, well, just ask Platy for recommendations, because she's really into that. Just saying.
Is that true?
Sorry.
I didn't know that. Wow, you're spilling all the tea on your girlfriend. That's not...
No, she said she keeps her... No, she said she keeps her Yuri manga right next to her fucking Bible. Like, I thought she kind of made that self-evident. That's not a joke. She sent pictures of it. It's not a fucking joke.
Gilcado, thank you very much for the $10. Polydub has a Streamlabs. Truly, it is a Christmas miracle. Thank you, but it's been a while. I got to admit, I forgot about how long.
Noir Bar stream, Christmas miracle.
Well, yeah, it's and it's been a good long time since we've done a Noir Bar too. But still, it's
yep.
Yeah. I'm reading food off-brand manga. God, man, again, this has got to be the weirdest.
Dude, good for you.
This is the strangest Noir Bar we've ever done far.
No, it's not. Anyway.
No, it is. Oh, really? We're covering like dead people and fucking like funerals and mocking people that were trapped in cars forever, and then it went sexual degeneracy, and then I went and grabbed my Bible to double check fucking passages, and now we're somehow we're involved in Yuri manga. I don't.
The very holy Yuri manga, because it's kept next to a Bible. Remember that.
Person could get whiplash listening to this. Of all potatoes says, speaking of having people on, I'm free nearly every day for the next couple of months. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know.
All right. So, yeah, anyway, was my explanation clear enough?
Yes, it was. And here is the first picture.
Right.
This is number 11, as numbered by far.
Yeah, because I'm just numbering that. Because I do keep the images in a folder. It's just easier for me this way.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case you want to revisit it.
Sure.
We probably won't, but you know.
Okay, so what do we have for number 1/11 here?
All right. Okay, so is it A, how to lose weight quickly? B, how to measure your self-worth? Or C, how to become a helicopter pilot in the army?
I want to know why this guy has such an obvious tan line beneath where he's got his tape measure. Did they just stop coloring, or was this guy wearing really high pants in the sun?
Oh my god, I thought that was just underwear. But now that you pointed it out and I'm looking at it a bit more, what the fuck is going on?
See, like the
there?
line of his back goes all the way down. So like either they forgot to color it or this guy's wearing high pants at the beach.
But it's shaded too, though. That's the weird part. It's still shaded, but like they didn't color it. What?
You know,
is that just how they shaded it?
Yeah.
Like they do like gray on top of it, then like they color it in. Like, that's not normal? That's not normal.
Expo Hotep, thank you for the $5. It is though. He takes a bite off of the hamburger. What?
I give you a hamburger?
Give you
Cool theory? Is that cool theory?
Is Expo Hotep referencing cool theory? Like you're aware of its existence, man? It is though. He takes a bite.
Well, I mean, I did bring it up. I mean, we did bring it up on a Noir Bar like ages ago.
Like ages ago, but that's what I mean. Like if you are actually referencing cool theory, that is, you've reached peak
that's
obscurity,
some old
my
shit.
friend. Like that is.
Oh, we should totally go back to cool theory.
Well, we got to do.
Just go into it again.
Well, we got to do cool theory as we did running it through Google Translate in 15 different languages before we bring it back to English.
Right. Right. Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. All right. Anyway, so what's your answer?
I'm going with C. How to become a helicopter pilot.
You are right.
Because you can't be a fat guy?
Yeah. So I went over this with Platy, right? Because again, like this is exactly how I get any of this shit, because I can't do this on my own.
Uh-huh.
I'm creative, but I'm not that creative. Okay. But yeah, like we were looking through it, there was a ton of images on that article where it's like you could use it, but this was just the one that we decided to go with because it was just one of the ones where you could take it the most out of context. Because, yeah, that totally could have been how to lose weight quickly.
I mean, and yeah, and that's what Expo Hotep was referencing. Because, like, he's measuring
himself, and it's just so out of context.
That was what that was referencing.
Yeah.
That is
good for me. I called it.
Yeah, that is some deep...
Nice.
You win the obscurity prize of the year, man. Holy fuck. That was... And everybody else in chat, Kivadam's like, yeah,
Cool Theory has a special place in my heart.
And Evolved Potato's like, I forgot about Cool Theory.
Like,
I can't
really
believe any of you even remember it. I just...
You don't... It has a special place in my heart. Why wouldn't it have a special place in theirs? It's amazing.
I own the bar and I remember it, but I own the bar. It's... I don't...
That and like I did bring it up like when we did the Google Translate thing, so it's still fresh in your mind.
Okay, so here we are, number 12.
Okay. All right, number 12. Number 12. All right. So this lovely appetizing image here. All right. Is it A, how to operate a soup kitchen? B, how to clean a trash can? Or C, how to deep fry a turkey?
Ooh.
Which one is it,
those are actually...
Which one is it?
A and C are pretty convincing. This was well done by you and Platy. These are, I don't know.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna go, I feel...
I also just want to point out before your answer, just the hand. Like this is the thing that Platy noticed as well when we were looking at it. Just look at the hand holding the sponge and how unnatural it looks.
Yeah, those are some bendy odd fingers.
Yeah, like what the fuck is happening there? I'm just so used to WikiHow garbage at this point that like some things like that I don't even notice until someone points it out to me.
Yeah, Gilcotto says, I don't think that's a trash can. That's why I didn't go with B, because it simply doesn't look like a trash can. But you can't really let the art of WikiHow persuade you very much. But
yeah, like, look at that hand. Like, come on. Come on, dude.
But, well, at least it has 5 fingers and the thumbs on the right side. Let's give them credit, because that doesn't happen all the time.
Right? Right?
I'm going with C. How to deep fry a turkey. I'm gonna go with C.
You're right again.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's so, whew.
Yeah, it is how to deep fry a turkey. Like, yeah. It really does look like a trash can, though, because look how grotty and awful it looks.
That was, I mean, it could have been, the soup kitchen was a good one, because there's a lot of, how to better yourself and charity-oriented stuff on WikiHow, as we know, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I considered that first one pretty possible. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're all possible answers at the end of the day.
Why is Zombie Teddy changing
Which
his
is the
answer
funny
to
part
A
about it.
after we know what the answer is?
It's what he wants it to be. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, moving on. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, is it A, how to support an autistic family member at Christmas, or B, how to convince your partner to start an open relationship, or C, how to become a vegan?
Again, I'm torn between
Which one is it?
I'm torn between A and C because I could see that, like, you know, to supportive to the autistic family member, like, yeah, you did good, like, you know. But then C, I can read C again. How
How to become a vegan.
Yeah, because I could also see that as being like, you know, smug vegans congratulating each other, being like, yeah, you're more moral than everyone else, and you can make their lives hell by having to listen to you all the time. What was B again?
B is how to convince your partner to start an open relationship.
That's possible. WikiHow has a lot of weird shit like that on it too. I'm going with A. And why is her head so displaced on her body top?
Because it's probably traced from a stock image. Like, a good chunk of WikiHow's images are, to be quite honest. It's probably why the hand is so fucked up too. Like, look at that thumb.
Yeah, and the foreshortening of her arm is all fucked up. Like, it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, like, yeah, like it's probably traced poorly at that.
So we have A's and B's mostly. Like, Cynic is A, and Kiever Dam is B. Clever. Earl Davis is B.
He had to start an OnlyFans page.
Ryan Walters.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm gonna go with
So you
A.
want to know the answer?
I'm gonna go with A.
You're going with A?
Yes.
Well, you got it again.
Holy fuck! 3 out of 3.
An autistic family member at Christmas.
It is. It's
that is actually what that is.
Wow. How to support an autistic family member at Christmas. Holy shit.
You want to know the wild part of that article? It's like, it's really basic bitch shit where it's like, you probably would have gone through this anyway if the kid, you already knew this family member was autistic. Like, things that, like, where you wouldn't necessarily have to tell your family, okay, they're autistic, so be careful. Like, no, this would have been put in place for years probably, just because it's like, okay, yeah, they don't like this or that. Like, and like, really oddly patronizing in a lot of areas. Like, it was such a fucking bizarre article that we found.
Gil Cotto said exactly, it can't be vegan. It doesn't have a speech bubble telling us that she's a vegan.
Right? Or it doesn't have like a broccoli somewhere on the image.
Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to hearing the options for this one.
I just love how her legs look like turkey legs. You know, like the drumsticks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, it's good. They even look like they got the little chef's hats on them. Okay, so what are the options?
So is it A, how to astral project? B, how to fly in your dreams? Or C, how to summon an angel?
It could be any of those 3 from WikiHow.
Or is it D, how to live knowing you have turkey legs? No, that's not a real option, guys.
She's come down with a case of fat thumb. I don't know.
Right.
So astral project. C was summon an angel. What was B?
Yep.
No,
How to fly in your dreams.
how to fly in your dreams. I don't think there would be an article on flying your dreams. Like by that name, it would be like how to lucid dream. So I'm going to disregard B on that basis. Because that would be a really specific WikiHow. I would think.
All right.
It would just be part of a lucid dreaming article. Astral project or angel summoning? I'm going to go with astral project, just because I dig the astral projection bullshit that happens on there. All the Wiccan stuff. Yeah, I don't feel it's right, but I'm going to go with A anyway.
All right. It's B. How
Is
to
it?
fly in your dreams.
Oh, that's such a bullshit. Like, look, Manic agreed with me, Ex-Bubba Hotep agreed with me, and Gilcado did too. Holy shit.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. Like, that is the actual title, How to Fly in Your Dreams.
And Ebony Williams got it. How did you get that? Doesn't that sound a little overly specific to you, Ebony Williams? How to fly in your dreams? How did you guess that? Oh, man.
I was trying so hard not to laugh through that. Like you sussing it out and yeah, so it can't be B because that's such a specific article name. They wouldn't do that. Not on wikihow.com. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
no, they did. They did.
So it's like how to fly in your dream, but like not. Like I said, why isn't that part of a larger article on lucid dreaming? Oh, fuck you, WikiHow.
I don't know. Like yeah, from what I saw of it, it was just like a really basic thing. Like that honestly probably would have been covered in lucid dreaming. Mm-hmm. It's just someone decided to get weird with it. That's really it. Anyway, so number 15.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
All right.
Hello? All right. Can you hear me?
So, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, hello. Are you ready?
I am.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. So, is this A, how to become a hacker? B, how to write a reference letter? Or C, how to break up with your partner in the military?
How to write a reference letter. I keep spacing on B. What was B again?
Well, yeah, that was B, how to write a reference letter.
Oh, okay. What was A?
You want me to repeat it? A was how to become a hacker.
Okay. How to write a reference letter and how to break up with your partner in the military.
Yep.
See, I'm letting my personal knowledge base interfere here. I'm thinking Platty helped you with this. Now, Platty had some experience in the military. And Platty
so
also.
Because Platty had experience in the military, you're like, no, I can't be C. Can't be that at all.
No, because I'm thinking of some of the stories Platty's told, right? I'm like, I don't know. What kind of weird paper does she have? Look at the shape of it. Like it disappears under her fingers, so she's got a paper that's missing the top corner here.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god. I didn't even notice that. Oh my god. Just more quality shit from WikiHow.
See? I didn't want to say it, but Platty's saying it. It's like she broke up with me while I was in basic, right? So I'm sitting, and I know, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, was C Platty's inclusion out of, whatever you want to call it.
Experience?
Yeah. I was going to say bitterness, but whatever. It's
All right.
It's WikiHow, and one of them has to be like stupid, like how to be a hacker, and it's a person writing with a pen and paper. There's always stupid pictures that make no sense. I've been through lots of WikiHow articles that make very little, like the pictures seem to have very little relation to what the information that's being conveyed. So I don't know. You know what? What does chat say it is? I'm gonna go with our drunken patrons. We had
You're gonna go with the patrons.
Yeah, well then.
Lots of C's.
Yeah, got C, B, C, E, formerly Rodlin. Okay. Yeah, chat says C, so let's go with C.
You sure about that?
Yes. We'll all be wrong together if we are.
A.
Is it?
It's A. How to become a hacker. Yeah, it actually is A.
You right away to the Omaha, Nebraska hacking school. I would.
Yeah. Yeah, like when we found this article, right, we came across this specific image. We were both like, what does this have to do with hacking? Like, what is this? What the fuck is this? Like, yeah, but yeah, you were right. It was Platty that came up with the how to break up your spouse in the military one. Huh? You were absolutely fucking right about that. Right?
Yeah, who Batmaned that one? This guy. Uh-huh. Don't play the cards, play the man. Yeah, that's right. You get psychological with it.
Well, the funny thing is, when she was coming up with it, she didn't even bring that up. It was just more of like a general thing of like, what's the shittiest thing you could think of with this image?
And no, but do you see what I mean? It's like you got that observer.
No, I see what you mean, but
it's just
yeah, I see what you mean, but it was like it didn't even come up in the discussion. You know, when we were discussing this. Come on, like it really does look like some medical shit going down. You know,
how to grow a beard?
Yeah, how to grow a beard faster. I should actually add the faster bit on.
What has this got to do with it? Those are eyebrows.
I'm not really sure. I don't really know, to be quite honest. It's just really strange.
Hey, Jack, how's it going? Jack wandered into the bar.
Hey.
I don't.
But yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, just let that sink in for a moment.
Okay, let me tell you my quick COVID forehead scan for temperature story. Okay. You ever had a dental office receptionist call you stupid?
No.
I did.
Oh my god. Why?
So, first dental appointment since the whole COVID 1984 thing kicked off, right? There's all these policies and procedures where I had to fill out this stuff in advance and and go to the dentist's office, and this was my regular dentist, and it was just a checkup, And I stand outside, and then there's a sign at the door, don't come in until we ask you to come in, and there's it's all social distance and everything, right, like that. I've got my mask on because I'm not looking to cause beef or whatever, and it's one of the blue surgical masks, and I go in there, and they've got the big, they do at any retail environment, the plexiglass clear things set up at the counter, right? And it was some receptionist that I don't know who she is, I've never seen her before. And even though I've been going there for a good while, like this is my dentist, like that I have to drive like an hour and a half to get to because it's like in a place I used to live. So anyway, I said hi, and she goes, "Did you fill out the thing?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Rutger Dubenstein." And she said, "What's the appointment time?" And I told her. She looks it up. She says, and then these were her words, looking down at whatever she was doing behind this fucking clear piece of plastic. She says,
Sorry, which is it?
Yeah, Zombie Teddy, I agree. It's A or B. It's a tough one. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm back and forth between. We got a lot of, like A, B. Formerly Rod line says C, Manic B. Jack says A. I don't know. I'm gonna... You know what? I did A twice in a row. No, C was the last one that I got wrong. I'm gonna go for A. I'm gonna go with A.
You're going with how to come out as bisexual?
Yes.
It's C. How to see yourself as others see you.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is actually what that is. Don't ask me why that's an article, but it's one of those like self-affirming ones, I guess.
I agree with Jack. It looks like he could have pulled this out of a Marvel comic. And then somebody just drew the arrows and speech bubbles over top of it.
Depressing. That's really fucking depressing.
This is from WikiHow?
Yep. And it's the last one as well.
It
so
looks
I
like
just saved that for a second.
It looks like the Laughing Man from Chick Tracks. Anyway. Go on.
Alright, so is it A, how to ask for directions in another country?
Mm-hmm.
B, how to speak in a British accent? Or C, how to report a crime?
Wow. Oh. I might as well roll dice. I don't know. Yeah, Cynic is right. Why is he thinking out of his mouth? That's what the little dots signify. That this is a thought bubble. I don't.
Maybe his brain is in his mouth or something. I don't fucking know. Why is he just thinking of a road? You know, like there's so many things going on here that you're just like out of context. So it's just like, what the fuck? I'm
gonna go with the one that makes the least sense. How to speak in a British accent.
All right. Anyone else in chat gonna come through?
We've got a B and a B, and Cannibalistic Wizard is very much in favor of B, as is Keeverdam.
Yeah. He's thinking out loud. Is that thinking out loud though? Like, I feel like that would be like a speech bubble at that point. Country road, take me home. Yeah, right?
Evolve Potato says, I didn't hear, so it's about him leaving his kids.
This man has children? Wow. Alright. You want me to just say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, it's B. How to speak in a British accent.
Yes! So you just guessed the stupidest thing. Makes no sense because it's WikiHow.
Right?
So I got 50%.
Right. Like, when we came across this... Yeah. Yay!
Was there 6 of them?
But, like... There was...
There's...
about 8, I think, though. 7? 7 or 8?
I've got 8.
Alright. 8 it is then. But, yeah, like, when we came across that, though, we were, like, really confused about, like... What the fuck? Because the description of it is, like, how people say road.
You know what? My mind went right to...
There is a bit of a context to the image.
Really? Because, like,
It's just really...
Keeverdam said the same thing that I did. I thought it was about the side of the road when it comes to, like, how to speak in a British accent, and this is what the very low-paid artist did. Like, in England, they drive on the other side of the road. Maybe that's what he'll try talking about.
No. It's actually, like, going about, like, because they do cover in that article that there are different types of British accents, like depending on the region.
Okay.
So they were like saying something along the lines of like, yeah, people in different areas say the word road differently. But they were very poor in how they were describing how they were saying it differently.
How do you say
Because I kind of just
road
assumed by
differently?
putting like H's and R's in there, like it really defined exactly how you said it. Not even like sometimes they spaced things out, sometimes they didn't. Like it was really fucking poor.
H's?
But it was like, shut up. But it was like rod or like something like that. Something along those lines. I was saying like rod, rude, or like something like that. Basically, that was what they were trying to convey. People saying it slightly differently with the accent. Just very fucking poorly. And this is the image of that specific sentence, or whatever the fuck it was in that article. And it, out of context, yeah, it is extremely confusing. Yeah, he's thinking aloud road.
Does,
okay,
here's something that just popped to mind. Does anybody in Australia say it roof as opposed to roof?
Roof. I'm not sure. Probably not.
I forget what region
Look,
it is where people say that in America or North America. But whenever I hear someone say, "Yeah, I went up to clean the rough," and it's like, I know what you meant, but it always sounds so incredibly awkward.
Never heard that. What
the
fuck?
It sounds incredibly awkward when I hear people say that.
I've never heard that. Yeah, I don't think anyone, because here's the thing, Australian accents, while they do kind of vary, it's not too varied. If that makes any sense, like it's not it's very few things that are different between areas. But yeah, I don't know. I've never heard that.
Barracock says Midwest.
Like
is it Midwesterners that say it? Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna have to ask some people that are like thoroughly embedded Midwesterners, and it's like, what's that thing that covers your house? What's it called?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's kind of the same thing as like I didn't know until like a couple of years back that people say theater as theater. So, you know, like, who the fuck knows? I don't know.
Theater?
Yeah.
Zelfel
says it like that.
Does your schedule allow for a rendezvous at the theater? Like, what the fuck is that? Who talks like that?
Yeah, I don't fucking know, but, like, that is the thing people do say. Theater. And,
Theater. It's like Aussies putting 3 extra syllables in the word no. What the hell? It's just adding things that don't need to be there.
Baffles my mind. Like, I'm not walking around pronouncing my A's as I's.
Hey, Gamer Valine, how's it going? So did you see the thing that I did with the Worcestershire sauce on Twitter?
Vaguely, but like I didn't really get it. Like when I saw it, it was just like, what? Okay, I'm just moving on. Don't understand. Let him have his fun, I guess.
I just put up a picture of a Liam Perrin's bottle. And wrote, look, words to the effect of, here it is once and for all. This is how it's pronounced. Worcestershire sauce. Because I wanted to see if anyone was going to take me seriously. You know, failing to notice that I had added a full 3 extra syllables into that word, and to see if anyone's going to come back and go, no, that's not how you say it. And yeah, about 3/4 of them did. Like, only like 7 or so people responded. I got a couple people DMing me. It's like, that's not really how you think that it's said, is it? I'm like, no, it's not how I think it's said. Shister?
The shit post worked. The shit post worked, Polly. It's fine.
To be honest, I was hoping to piss off Irate Alex. I was hoping he was going to get real mad because I said one time when I was on the stream with him, I said, oh, I love Worcestershire sauce. And he just fucking lost his mind. It was great.
Oh my god. Yeah, like Evolved Potato said, like over here there's more of a difference in terminology. Like apparently, he calls swimwear togs. I did not know that. So yeah, that's weird. You're weird. How does that feel?
Yeah. Well, actually,
they're bathers.
They're not togs, they're bathers, as opposed to a swimsuit.
Yeah. Yeah, they're bathers.
Well,
you're gonna fight me?
What do y'all call onesies again?
Onesies.
I remember hearing you call that
onesies?
Yeah, it's like hoodies being called jumpers. That one, I was a little bit used to that. I was a little bit acclimatized to that because I've heard.
I don't know what you mean by onesies, though.
Maybe not onesies. Wife beaters? What was it?
Oh, singlet.
A singlet. That's a singlet.
Yeah, no, I found that out like in a really strange way with Platy. Like I said, yeah, like it was some summer, like early on, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just wearing like a singlet because like it's really fucking hot. Holy shit! It's like, what do you mean by a singlet? And it's like that's how I learned that that's a very different thing in America.
Yeah, like a singlet's like the mankini, like is how I put it, or the
yeah.
Yeah, those stupid
or tank tops, spaghetti straps.
Tank top would make more sense, but singlet sounds like no. Just no.
Yeah, well, it's like I didn't even realize that like that was what that was, Just
yeah.
Singlet.
Yeah, a singlet is a wife beater. Yeah, but I didn't know that. The first time I heard it, I thought that's a really odd term for that. I just. Yeah, that's
all I've ever known it as though.
That's
just
what
a singlet.
Platy just said I used to wrestle. I wore one of those. That's what I think of when I think of as a singlet. I was having a hard time describing it. Like it's like a one-piece thing that they get shorts, but it has like the wife beater top to it. That's what I think of as a singlet.
Yeah, like I get that now, but like at the time, I was like, I was so confused because I've never even thought of like it having a possible different meaning.
Yeah. So the other day, I was talking with Pop-Tart on Discord, and she brought up something that I had totally forgot about. So Ozzy say like, okay,
all right,
you guys have this weird thing where you're gonna take when you say jam, we don't have a distinction between jam and jelly because jelly for us means jello for you, and it's like, but wait a minute, y'all have jelly donuts and they're not filled with jello.
Yeah, they're jam donuts,
but you call them jelly donuts.
Do we?
That's what I was led to understand.
But I don't know. I don't really delve into donuts. I don't really like donuts that much.
So you're just claiming ignorance on the whole issue. Okay.
Yep. I'm not allowed to say I don't know apparently, so I'm claiming ignorance.
Well, apparently Gokado thinks they're jam-filled donuts too, and Cynic takes issue with the idea. No, I've been told that one can buy jelly-filled donuts in Australia, but they are filled with jam, not jello. Makes me think that you guys have yet another inconsistency.
Look at them all saying jam.
Well, they're you guys are unified in a national effort to confuse the world.
I mean, we tear each other apart because of the state we live in, and yet we're all united on this one thing. They are jam donuts, motherfucker.
And 58 different things are rightfully called chips.
Well, yeah.
All right, you know what? I have a bunch of other... excuse me. I have a few other articles that are going up, but we've been going for a good long while. I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I think I'm gonna kick everybody out of the bar. But that's okay, because we will do another Noir Bar very, very soon, because we have a number of days before Christmas. The 18th today?
All right.
Yeah, it is the 18th.
Yeah, it's the 18th.
Yeah, so we have some more articles, and Jesus, I'm going to try and spread around the degeneracy.
Maybe just don't do
depression.
some death ones for a while.
You started it by telling me about Judy Garland.
Well, oh, come on, but you had those fucking articles prepared beforehand. Come on, you can't blame it all on me.
I could have gone to more delightful articles, but you brought a pall over the bar with that information about Judy Garland's suicide. So no, that's not on me. Don't blame me.
I didn't prepare articles that went over like Instagram models like fucking dying and having their funerals on YouTube.
Zombie Teddy asked if another stream before Christmas. Oh yes, plan to do more than one stream before Christmas. Hopefully we'll be able to get Prospero on. It's unfortunate that unknown technical difficulties stopped her microphone from working. She couldn't hear us, and we could not hear her. There was no signal going either way, although she had joined the Hangout. There was serious technical fuckery afoot. But we'll figure our way through it.
Yeah, and we need to make more WikiHow shit.
See, formerly we're online. Judy Garland and older gay man's Liza Minnelli. Judy Garland, for some reason, is a gay icon. I don't know why.
I still don't understand that.
I remember reading an interview with her where she said that she didn't understand it, but wasn't opposed to it. Was very happy that they enjoyed it, but she didn't get it. She doesn't know why, but happy to be adopted by the community. And I'm like, yeah, it's a fair position to take. I don't understand why, but y'all are happy with my work. Yay. You know?
Yeah.
All right, so there it is. I would like to thank Prospero for attempting to join me at the bar. I'd like to thank Far for keeping me company at the bar. I'd like to thank all of you drunks for coming in and hanging out with all of us whilst we drank. And hope you enjoyed the seasonal Christmas decorations that I took so much time painstakingly putting up, especially the Judy Garland. And yeah, we will definitely be doing more streams before I will have the bar open again before Christmas time, definitely. And yes, we actually missed comic book curation last night, but that was an unavoidable consequence of IRL scheduling, which has to, hey, IRL before URL is the way that it is. So yeah, we'll definitely try and get Prospero on next time, and we'll be back with more stuff, and we will try and keep it cheerier during the Christmas tide. My God, kind of a downer.
Yeah, less death.
Yeah,
please.
well, that's why we serve liquor, so everybody just thinks it was jolly anyway. And I would like to sincerely thank everybody who tipped the bartender, because you guys are awesome. Oh, and before I forget, Far's merch store link is in the description, and it is.
Yes, it is. You
should check it out, and you should definitely buy her shit.
Buy my shit.
New stuff up there. Season.
Like actually, a slogan I can say now. Just buy my shit.
There is a limited time Christmas otter and Christmas Far available there at the store. Some people have grabbed them already. And yeah, so you should check them out. All right, thank you, everybody. Oh yeah, and one more time, happy birthday of all potato, man. I hope you had a good one.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude.
So like we always say about this time, gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. See you again next time.